interconnected ocean, a vast blue expanse critical to life on Earth. And there's no better animal to represent the story of the ocean with all its splendor and uncertainty than the killer whale, or as it's scientifically known, the Orca. The orca lives in every corner of the ocean, from the Arctic to the Atlantic, the Southern to the Indian, to the mighty Pacific and beyond. This whale's story is the ocean's story, and it is one we all share.
Thank you.
Welcome to Seaworld's Orca Encounter. My name is Vicki, and I'm honored to introduce you to this intriguing and majestic animal. There's nothing like seeing a killer whale up close and learning about them and their natural behavior. We hope that the Orca Encounter will give you a better understanding of this magnificent creature and all that they represent.
See that?
While they are found in every ocean, orcas living off the coast of Iceland are quite different than those near Costa Rica. In fact, there are at least 10 types or ecotypes of killer whales. An ecotype describes the differences between killer whale size, physical form, prey, social structure, and habitat. As you can see, the differences are subtle, but noticeable when compared side by side. Orcas are adapted perfectly to their environments. And even the whale's black and white coloration has a purpose. It camouflages the outline of their bodies in the water, making it easier for them to surprise and catch their prey. When viewed from above, the black of the whale blends in with the dark depths of the ocean. When viewed from below, the orca's white bellies match the brighter surface of the water, blending with the light above, giving them the perfect camouflage.
Show you some of their physical characteristics. Her blowhole is perfectly positioned on top of her head so she can grab a quick breath of air at the surface of the water. Even the location of her eyes works to her advantage. You may think that her eye is in the white oval eye patch, but that's a visual distraction. It's actually in front of that in the black area, camouflaged from her prey. The fin on her back is called a dorsal fin. Dorsal fins lack any skeletal structure inside of them, so over time they may bend the way Keats has. the body are called pectoral flippers. Unlike dorsal fin, pectoral flippers have 5 bony digits inside of them, just like the human hand. The lobes on her tail are called flukes. Tail flukes are the power engine of the killer whale, propelling them to speeds of up to 30 miles per hour, as fast as our speedboats. And they swim the fastest, and they use the most power when they're propelling their nearly 10,000-pound bodies completely up and out of water.
Killer whales are highly social animals with a well-defined social structure. An orca pod is always led by a female. Though just half the size of her male counterpart, she is in charge. It's all about attitude, not size. Because they live and work as a group, orcas need to communicate with sounds and body language. Orcas use clicks for echolocation or navigation. Whistles to socialize in the pod. And calls for group coordination and hunting. Vocal development studies here at Seaworld show that early on, calves learn vocalization from their mothers. But as they grow, they learn from others close to them as well. This is a bottlenose dolphin call that Shuka learned and even taught other killer whales here at Seaworld. In fact, orcas are the largest members of the dolphin family. Whales here and in the wild use vocalization to communicate all the time.
Like all animals, killer whales use body language as part of their communication. They'll use pectoral slaps to get noticed or to show their dominance. For example, a mother may use a pet slap to get her calf's attention. But if they really want to be heard, they preach.
Oh, I told you. There.
Spy hopping is a way for killer whales to get a better look at their surroundings when they hunt and to coordinate their behavior. Flute slaps are another form of communication that killer whales will use in the wild.
Not really. Too
Orcas are great communicators, so it's no surprise they're at the top of the ocean's food chain.
Killer whales work together to rear their young, protect their pod, and most importantly, pursue and catch their prey. Every day they cooperate to to survive in the wild oceans of the world.
Got some.
The orca's hunting techniques are as varied as the whales themselves. Norwegian killer whales will circle herring, herding them together.
Whoa!
The whales use sounds to coordinate with each other and to disorient the herring. With the fish confused and contained, the whales stun them with their powerful tail flukes, making for an easy lure.
Whales in the southern hemisphere will capture sea lions by grabbing them right off the beach. Keith will show you a similar behavior and movement right here. Antarctic killer whales will actually create waves that wash over floating ice, knocking seals into the water. Courtney will be showing you the same wave-making technique, demonstrating one of the many complex and impressive hunting skills developed by killer whales around the world. What you've just seen is space crashing in front of you, but you have no idea the amount of water that is being displaced unless you experience it firsthand. And luckily, we have a brave volunteer
Oh
who's
no.
going to do just that. Come on down here.
Oh,
buddy.
no.
Have a seat right here on this blue bench. Perfect. Slide all the way back up against the glass. Hold on to this handle right there. Very good. All right, are you ready for this? Okay. Well, Keith is coming to make a wave just for you. Keith weighs 8,000 pounds. So he makes a pretty good wave. Are you ready? All right, well, hold on tight. He's on his way. Here he comes. Oh, he's kind of deep. We'll see what happens. Oh, it looks like it's going to be a good one. Hold on tight. High five, man. How'd it feel? It was awesome. That's what we like to hear. Well done, sir. Now, because killer whales live in every ocean around the world, it's no surprise they eat all types of prey, including other whales. The whale on the screen is a blue whale. It's the largest animal on Earth. It's 5 times longer and 50 times heavier than an orca. So how do orcas this size eat a whale that size in the wild? It's possible because orcas are the ultimate team player.
In this example, we see the larger male orcas surround a sperm whale, forming a perimeter, while the females continue to drive the whale forward until it reaches exhaustion. The calves
I was
then
just waiting
remain
for
to join the adults in the group.
The splash. So I can cover myself.
Whatever their prey, killer whales always
right there.
cooperate
There.
and hunt together, making them a highly successful predator.
Play is an important part of everyday life for killer whales. It's how they teach the young whales to hunt and practice their skills as they grow. Orcas spend a lot of time interacting and showing their playful side, both in the wild and here at Seaworld. Porpoising is when the whales swim fast, breaking out of the water just for a second.
Whoa.
rub their bellies on rocks when they can. We often see our whales rubbing on surfaces around their environment, just like orcas in British Columbia would.
Aww.
You will also see whales in the wild imitating each other, and we see it here at SeaWorld all the time. Our whales are always mimicking and learning from each other. Playful behavior has a purpose. Many of the behaviors you've seen tonight are used by wild whales to stun fish when hunting. But today, I think our whales just might be stunning all of you.
Look at that! Look at that! It's too late now. It's too late.
Quality of life. The whales at SeaWorld take an active role in their own health and well-being. If you look up at stage, you can see that Emily has asked Orca to roll over. It looks like all three of the whales are rolling over and offering their tail foods to their trainers. This is a trained behavior that allows the veterinarians to come poolside and collect a blood sample from the tail foods. And that tells our vets a lot about their health. We can also weigh the whales, as you see in the video. We weigh all 10 killer whales on a weekly basis to make sure that our adults are maintaining a healthy body weight and that our youngsters, like Makani, are growing properly. We can even collect a breath sample from the animals' blowholes. Now, none of these behaviors would be possible without the trusted relationships that we provide day after day right here at SeaWorld. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to take a quick moment to introduce you to a special little guy.
Oh.
This is Makani, everybody. Makani is our second youngest whale. He's 5 years old. And just like any typical 5-year-old, he loves to play. And you can often find him down at our underwater viewing, playing with our guests. And in fact, Makani made a new friend today. His name is Gavin. I don't know if Gavin is out there tonight, but if he is, Makani and I sure did enjoy meeting you today. Now we train our whales every day to engage and stimulate their minds. Diet, exercise, and play keep our whales in great shape.
The whales here at SeaWorld have helped killer whales in the wild by participating in many research studies. One ongoing study monitors the whale's heart rate and breathing to understand how marine noise pollution from ship engines and other sources affect wild populations. In another study, scientists from NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, took measurements of the killer whales living here, including pregnant whales. By comparing these measurements with drone footage of killer whales in the wild, scientists are able to monitor the wild population's nutritional and reproductive states. Other research has been done here at SeaWorld on the mother whale's milk composition. This research will help create an effective model to understand how toxins in the ocean impact wild killer whales and their milk supply. What we learn from the whales in our care every day is actively helping whales in the wild survive.
No.
And just by being here today, you've supported our rescue, research, and conservation efforts all around the world. If we work together, like the killer whale, we can protect the future of the Orcinus orca and this beautiful planet that we all share.
The Orca.